Hi, I'm Liz.
And I'm Sissy.
And welcome back to Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch for Flosstube episode 49.
Start with all your fully finished.
Well, first I have to say hi, welcome back. I can't just dive right into it.
Okay. Need a little chit chat first.
Well, yeah, I have to say thank you because about 800 people said congratulations on my last video for getting engaged.
Very nice.
I also, somebody pointed out, and I went back and watched it. I never said Rob's name. I mean, I've said it plenty of times before, but
yeah, it was a given. It was implied.
It was Rob. It was not a stranger.
That wasn't part of the surprise.
Hi friends, welcome back. I've got Mom with me today.
Hello.
She has been stitching and quilting up a storm, and so we're going to share all kinds of her stitching goodies, my stitching goodies. I've been sewing a lot this week. I probably sewed just as much as I cross-stitched this week because I became addicted to bags. I showed you guys my travel bag in the last video, which was almost as exciting as the engagement because
it's an awesome bag.
Yeah. I showed Dustin, Rob's cousin, was in town yesterday, and Rob was like, show me your bag. And I was like, Dustin's not going to care. And I showed it to him, and Dustin was like, you made this? And I was like, I did. He's like, see, I told you he'd be impressed. And I was like, okay.
It's a very impressive bag.
Rob is my hype man for that bag.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much for all your love. It was incredibly tedious and so rewarding now that it's done, and I love it so much. So I can't wait to use it. And I was thinking like, oh, I'll use it when I go on my retreat, but we're going to San Antonio just a few weeks at the end of July, so I'll be using it even sooner, and I can't wait. And yes, I will take pictures of me actually using it.
I bet there'll be 4 retreat bags. 4
I know. My mom also...
Oh, you'll have a different bag than the others.
I'll probably be using my new one, but we'll show yours in a minute. Or Sarah's. But
Sarah's, yeah.
One you made. Okay. We're just rambling and talking. So, let's start with a previous finish. I'm going to grab... So, my mom, I showed this to you guys previously, but my mom stitched the Quilter's Cottage by Lori Holt, and I finished it for her during a Friday Night Live finishing video and framed it. And so I know you guys have seen this, but she's finally here to take it home, so.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome. You like how it turned out?
Oh, it looks gorgeous.
And then I had forgotten to show you guys these in haul a few days ago, or a few weeks ago, but I got some of those Lori Holt library cards. Somebody in the comments recommended like, oh, before you give the piece back to your mom, you should write a little thing on the back. And I was like, I keep meaning to buy these library cards. So I finally got some. We're going to put one on the back of that. And probably I need to buy some more packs and do all of mine because I don't ever stitch my name or the date on there unless it's called for in the pattern.
Yeah. I
just don't ever do it. So I really probably should write some notes on some of these before I forget what all of them are.
Yeah. Good idea.
And then I also have a new fully finished item to show you. I wonder if I have the pattern. One second. Okay, so I fully finished my Tutor B by the Blue Flower, and I made it into the called for little pillow. I did fill it with beans, so it's more like a beanbag finish, but I love it.
So cute.
I hope I'm not showing that too awkwardly. This was stitched on the called for 40 count lentil by Color and Cotton with all of the called for silk flosses. And I finished it with the Lady Dot Creates velveteen that was called for in shallot and barn door chenille trim. And so I did take a little finishing video of me finishing this one for you. So I'm gonna insert that right here. Okay, so that is my Tutor B. Okay, so Mom has some cross stitch finishes to share with you guys.
Okay, so here's the pattern. It's a little Lizzie Kate, old school Santa 2016 snippet. And here it is.
It looks so good on the dark
I didn't
fabric.
do the wording around it because I want Elizabeth to finish it as an ornament for me, so it would have been too big. And one of your lovely viewers sent this fabric.
Oh, really? Was that in that pack of fabric with the Monaco?
Monaco, yeah. So I love this navy blue.
Yeah, it looks really good with that, with the colors of that Santa.
Yeah, so
You
thank
didn't change the colors of the Santa, right?
No, I did not.
You just used the DMC?
I used the DMC because they also, I'm not sure, one of your lovely viewers sent the pattern and they also had the floss with it too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so thank you. It went to good use.
Yeah. I at some point, so, have you heard of Jolly July?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So Kimberly Jolly does. So that started, I guess, on July 1st. And I have a stack of Christmas ornaments from last year that still need to be finished that I need to add this to. So I'm thinking maybe like throughout July, I should go through and try to FFO some ornaments because I don't have a ton of Christmas projects I'm working on stitching wise, but I have a bunch of ornaments I need to finish. So
yeah, a bunch of them are mine too.
I know, yeah.
So I should
Mine
probably
too,
come
but...
and attend that class.
But I was just thinking like, oh, I don't know if I want to stitch a bunch of Christmas stuff right now, but I always can finish some stuff I have sitting in my to be finished bin. Yeah. So
I had a jolly June because
yeah.
In addition to that one, I also did this Lizzie Kate Christmas one. It says, I'll get my elves on that, Santa 2009.
Yeah.
And
oh my gosh, this
so
is so cute.
So this was my first foray. So the fabric again came from your lovely viewer that sent in the fabric. So this was my first foray into dyeing fabric.
Oh yeah.
So this was like a very just barely off-white
like
fabric
cream color.
Yeah. And so I didn't know what I was doing, so I just cut off a chunk of fabric, and you can tell that I cut it a little bit slim. It was actually the right size when I cut it, but then when I put it in a boiling water with 2 tea bags, it shrunk up a little bit. So anyway, I just made up my own dyeing recipe and put some tea bags in a pot of boiling water on the stove top and used some tongs and rolled this around in there and then let it dry briefly with a hair dryer, and then I ironed it because I couldn't wait to start.
Oh, that's what I do. Yeah, I iron it dry.
Yeah, and then I ironed it dry. But anyway, I just thought this guy was really cute.
He is. And we were just playing with, talking about frames, and I have this Mill Hill 6x6, which I think is going to be perfect. So I think we'll have, the perfect way to finish this one. So this is also going on the Jolly July finishing list.
Okay. And then the last one that I finished, since I was here last, is Farm Girl Fall by Lori Holt and my bonnet. And
I just want to see what she calls for on this one. Oh, a 10 count. That's why hers is so big.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I love how yours turned out. That's a 28 count, 28. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or 32 maybe. But.
So again, one of your lovely viewers sent in a 3-pack of hand-dyed fabrics like this. Danica. So one I used on the other Lori Holt cross stitch, and then I have this one, and then the other one is a lavender color, which I haven't chosen a pattern for that yet, but I will.
So this is all the called for DMC colors.
Yes. Yeah. And they also, in addition to the pattern, they sent the
I think that was Lori.
Floss packs. So thank you very much. Your
it's going to good
gifts
use.
Are going to good use. And
Look how cute that is. I wonder if a frame like this would fit. Oh yeah.
So this is the one that you were going to finish into a project bag.
I was, but I don't know. We'll see.
I know
because these come in all kinds of colors and they're like $10 or $12.
Oh.
So we might be able to. How y'all see? Hopefully everyone out there knows about these Mill Hill frames. They're 6x6. They're made they're made for their button and bead kits that you do on perforated paper that come out to like 5x5, so they fit nicely in these 6x6 frames, but they're also just super cute, really nice painted wood frames that you can use for anything. And what is the one I stitched for you that you ended up giving back to me? Didn't I frame something for you?
Oh, something you framed for me?
Yeah.
It was that Christmas one.
I have all the Christmas stuff put away. I'm just trying to remember which Christmas design it was. Anyways, I've used, I think, a black frame on something you stitched.
Yeah.
And now I'll pull all the Christmas stuff out in a few months. You'll see it again. But anyways, I do love framing with these Mill Hill frames. They just come with like a little dowel rod, so you can make it an easel. Otherwise, if you want to put your own stuff in here, you have to put your own backing, your own like hold. So anyways, it's just a plain frame. It doesn't come like a store-bought frame. But anyways, I love them.
Very cute.
And they're only, I think, like $12. So yeah. Anyways, okay. So those cross stitch finishes, and then I worked on 2 projects this week. I stitched every single day, but I definitely didn't stitch as much as I have lately because I was sewing a lot. So let me show you what I stitched first, then we'll get into sewing. I worked out of the Sewing Club book on a project called Bit of Summer that I had started, I don't know, a few months ago. I had just gotten a little start on it, and I pulled it back out this week. Here's what it looks like. This shows it in drum form. Honestly, I'll probably just make like a long pillow out of mine. Let me see if they show it as, no, they don't show it as a pillow. But here is what mine looks like so far. I think right next to the house is the halfway point, so it's a real small little piece. I'm stitching this as called for on 36 count Sanguine linen by Weeks Dye Works with all of the called for like fancy floss. So I love this one so much. I love all the pinks. Pink on pink. And I think that'll be a really cute little pillow. Which, I mean, I'm kind of overrun with summer pillows. I posted a picture, I'll post it up here, on my Instagram last night of my pillow bowl with me trying to shove that one in there. Nothing else will fit in there.
You just need a bigger bowl.
I know, I need like a tray or like a long
like
boat
a bread
type.
bowl.
Yeah.
Sarah, if you're listening.
I know. And so then that was also Blackbird Designs. This next one is another Blackbird Designs. And there is a stitch along called Blackbird Designs Weekend Sal, the first weekend of every month. And I don't remember what has been going on the past 2 months that I was not able to join in. But finally, this weekend, I was like, I'm only stitching Blackbird. So I pulled out What Remains is Love by Blackbird Designs. And I had gotten this started last week, and so I worked on it a little bit more. And this is an exclusive chart you can only get from Traditional Stitches. I bought a kit with the linen and the floss. And here is where I'm at on this one. So I'm stitching this on everything called for. It's 36 count Weeks straw with all of the called for cottons. I think there's a silk option and a cotton option. And I'm doing all the overdyed cottons. So that is my What Remains is Love. So cute. Okay, so let's talk about some sewing and some quilting and stuff that we got up to, me over the last week and Mom over the last few weeks. I showed these a lot on Instagram, but I found a pattern I really like and I made some bags.
And this one's mine.
I know. Look how cute that is. I love that fabric. That was part of a new Moda fat quarter pack that I got from Fat Quarter Shop.
And it's so cute inside too.
I know. I am absolutely obsessed with how this pattern comes together. It's a paid pattern. I think it's like $9 from Minky Kim. I'll link it in the description box below if you're interested because it's super easy to make. It's very clever how it comes together. And yeah, there's no raw edges inside. It's fully lined. You know, it's just adorable. I added a little pull tab. Well, I think she calls for it too. I just, yeah, put a little pull tab on there and I just think it's so fun.
So professional looking.
Thank you. And you remember these big ring zippers?
Yes.
So this ring zipper happened to be the perfect color combination to match this fabric. I only had one of them, so that's why this one has it and this one doesn't, but that's okay. Ooh. The zipper does not want. This one is mine. Just these two are gifts. This one's for my mom. But yeah, so look how cute, like in perfect that zipper matches. And so the only other difference is that this one was made with soft and stable. And then this one was made with Bosal fusible. So the soft and stable, you have to quilt down to hold the layers together. And then the Bosal is fusible on both sides. So you lay your lining, your Bosal, and your outside, and you fuse it. So then it doesn't move while you're quilting it. So notice how like this, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like
this one is slightly more wrinkly. I mean, nothing bad, but like, I feel like the bottom one looks a little bit more crisp. And it was easier to work with. Like I didn't have to worry about the fabric shifting around. So this one and this one I made with the Bosal double-sided, and I highly recommend that if you're gonna make this bag. I think the double-sided fusible works really well.
And that's what you made your retreat bag with?
I made the retreat bag out of the soft and stable.
Oh, okay.
That's what's called for the retreat bag. The other thing too, is if you can kind of feel, the soft and stable is a little thicker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I think for like a big travel bag or something like you want to be really, I would definitely recommend the soft and stable. It's a little thicker and a little more sturdy, but for like a small bag, this double-sided is so easy to work with. It's a little bit thinner, but like you still get really nice quilting lines, and it holds everything in place because it's fusible. So highly recommend that. The other thing I've got questions on this week is where I get my zippers. So this was a set from Amazon, which I will link. These are like this big ring, big teeth zippers. And then these two are just both YKK normal zippers, except they have the larger like purse style zipper heads on them. And so I get those from Zip It on Etsy. So I'll link my zipper sources below. The one thing I'll say about these is that you really cannot sew through these teeth. They're plastic or nylon or whatever, which is what most zippers are, but these are so chunky that you really kind of have to hand walk your sewing machine through the zipper teeth so you don't break a needle, which is annoying. These style zippers you can sew right over with no problem and no broken needles. So even though I love the look of this chunky zipper with the ring, I'm gonna stick with you know, the slimmer zippers because it's just quicker and easier to put in a bag. So these are cute but harder to work with, so
gotcha.
You know. You want to show your bag?
Sure. You got your lazy Susan?
No.
Okay. So this is another weekender bag. So I think Elizabeth and I showed ours.
I'll hold it for you.
So one of my daughters, Sarah, has been wanting one of these since we made ours. So she came over and picked out fabrics from her leftover quilting stash and unused fabrics and said, here's a pile of fabric, make me a bag, please. So this one here, I don't know if you can tell, but it says Texas. It has all the states. And she's going to Montana for a wedding and wants to use this when she travels to Montana. So I thought that was cute. And then the little horse for Texas underneath.
Does it say anything over here either? Oh no, those are just
other states.
Yeah.
And then on this side over here, in case you can't tell, that's where you put your glasses in this little outside pocket here.
Look how cute that is.
And then I got inspired from Elizabeth's bag, and I added this little strap here.
Yeah, so you can slide it on over your like rolling bag.
Yeah. So
that is like a handy feature to have.
It's a very handy feature now, and I know when this pattern was written, that wasn't like a big thing. So I even went back and added one to mine, which is all, you know, well used, well loved.
That's awesome.
And then the other pocket.
Little pocket here. And then there's, of course, pockets on both sides.
Yeah.
And then the double zipper, which I kind of wish I had this feature on mine. I think mine's a single. Mine's a single too. Yeah.
So, and then it's just lined with some.
Oh yeah, and she put a little project bag inside.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
What's the lining? Oh, cute.
Palm tree.
Yeah, it's like, or a little like
Fireworks
or fireworks.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's real cute.
Yeah.
So now Sarah has a matching bag.
Yes, and I made her just, I had all this piping left and I thought, oh, that'll be fun to do. And then I realized it's got double piping on the edge. But you know what? It still works.
It's cute.
The zipper.
Just like
almost
where you
works.
put like your chargers or,
Yeah.
you know.
And then it's got the orange that I used on her bag. So this fabric was on her bag. So anyway.
And we can link these too, because everybody always asks me where you get these lace zippers, and I think you got them on Amazon, right? So,
I did.
Yeah. That's so cute.
Thank you.
So we've all been making bags. My mom and I, between us, we've probably made like 6 of those weekender bags, because I know I've made 2 of them myself. And
I made
then
3.
You've made 3. Okay, so 5. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I quilted the pieces for Allison's and you actually sewed it together.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So, but yeah, I just cut out canvas
Mm-hmm.
and quilt as you go. Just put a piece of batting on top of it and then grab a piece of fabric and
Lay it down,
quilt
it down.
around.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, I played around with my new machine on free motion quilting because all of my other ones were just straight lines.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
And you could totally use the soft and stable in place of the canvas too if you wanted like a little bit of a lighter weight bag. We've made all of our weekender bags with the canvas method because it's like very sturdy, like duffel bag style. But I think the soft and stable could be really cool for that too.
And then you can do your lining as you go.
Yes, which then you'll have to bind the inside like you do on the other bags, but it's really nice to have all the outside and the lining all as one piece. I really like that trick on my Ultimate Travel Bag by Annie. So,
yeah.
Okay, quilt stuff. Because it's 4th of July, I needed to work on my flag quilt. So I don't know if y'all remember this, but I did a quilts in progress video close to last summer or something. It's been a while. And I think that's the last time I worked on this was around then. And so I was inspired by I think it's Camille Ross Kelly from Bonnie and Camille's quilt pattern. I'll put a picture up of the quilt I'm talking about. I had seen that all over Instagram a few years ago, and I just kind of looked at my fabric stash, got some more fabrics, and then just made up my own quilt block that I'm sure is very similar to hers. But anyways, it's not her pattern, but it's completely inspired by her pattern. And so then I just have been, I've had this in progress forever with stuff cut out. And so I finally sewed a few blocks together yesterday. And I just thought I would show you guys some of them because it's 4th of July and they're so cute. This is like one of my all-time favorite fabrics that I wish was still made. It was a cotton and steel fabric from like 2016 or something that's not made anymore. So I just had a bunch of different red prints, a bunch of different blue prints, and just combined them in, you know, different ways. Obviously I did a bunch of this red floral yesterday. And then I have some little some red bunny rabbits. And then this one is my favorite with the like raindrops and the red and white blue bows. Red, white, and blue bows. I just think these are so fun. So I think I was trying to make like 4 by 8 or something. So I have like 8 of these, so I still have a while to go. We'll see how it might just turn into a wall hanging. We'll see. But I've made a bunch of these flag blocks, and I have a bunch more cut out, so I'll probably make what I have and then see what kind of layout, you know, because I just think this is so fun. So
really cute.
Yeah. And then if you don't follow me on Instagram, I was showing, or if you do follow me, you saw that I was working on a baby quilt that I'm really hoping to get done this weekend that I can't show in here because I know KP watches. Hi, KP.
Oh, that was the other thing I did. I made a baby blanket.
Oh, yeah. Do you have a picture of it?
I do.
Okay, I'll insert a picture because my mom got her baby quilt done on time for the baby shower a few weeks ago. And so KP already has that one, but she doesn't have mine because I only have a few things going on. And I'm bad at sticking to a project. But I have everything cut out. So tomorrow my plan is just to sew that baby quilt together because it's just a baby quilt. It can't take that long.
Yeah, piece of cake.
Do we have any other quilt stuff? Yes, we have Mom's quilt.
I have a quilter too. Oh,
just a few.
Just a few.
What do you want to start with?
Let's start with, well, let's work up to the little one just because this one's on top. So this one was one of the quilts I stitched during quarantine. I quilted the top, put all the pieces together. And this is all Victoria Findlay wool fabrics that I used a pattern from one of your Quilt of the Month kits. So it just reminds me of Texas, so that's why I went with this big red star pattern for the quilting.
She's talking about this. Point it to it in the camera so you can see.
Oh, okay. So like this reminds me kind of the shape of Texas. You know, if you use your imagination.
Just blur your eyes.
Blur your eyes. So anyway, I've had it for a while, but I finally got it over to the long arm quilter, and I know Elizabeth's relieved to learn that I now can long arm quilt my own.
Yeah, and by long arm quilter, she means she quilted it.
I did it on the machine and everything. So
our local quilt store, Honeybee, also is now offering long arm rentals, which is exciting. So we have a few different options. I usually go to Over the Top Quilting, which I've talked to you guys about before. Mom has started to try out Honeybee and had really good results. So she's getting some
they're great. They have somebody that helps you the whole time you're there. So you rent it for a day, and there's people there, somebody there assigned to you all day.
Yeah, and people have emailed me talking about like, oh, I don't know if I could do that, or how do you go rent time? But I don't think it's that big of a deal, right? As long as you go to a shop that has the people involved and help you get set up.
Right. They're knowledgeable. All you have to be able to do is say, I want this quilting pattern, measure your quilt top, bring all your stuff, and then they help you do all the computerized stuff. And after a while, you kind of remember some of the steps, but they help you get started. Super helpful. So this is another quarantine quilt top that I made and finally got it quilted. And this one was the one that was inspired by a floor tile at the Alcazar Palace in Abu Dhabi.
It's a very fancy quilt. It has very fancy inspiration.
Yes. So
if you have that picture, send it to me and I'll put it next to the quilt. We'll do some little inserts of the full quilt. Hopefully we've already been doing that. I always mention things way after the fact and I'm like, I'm sure I've already edited that in, but I'm just telling people anyways.
We'll see. But yeah, this one was fun. So, and I think you can see the quilting pattern on the back.
Oh yeah.
Get the fuzz off of there. But anyway, this was for Saphir and Kaya's wedding, when that trip.
Oh, okay.
We went to that and saw that palace, and then one other quilt. I'll have another one before I get to that. I don't have it here, but we'll insert a picture. And this is the quilt top I made for Charlie out of the fabrics that I bought to make a dust ruffle for his baby bed, and we never quite got around to making that. He's almost 6, so I turned it into a twin quilt. And I have a picture of he and his brother Andy snuggling underneath it.
Okay, yeah, we'll put that in.
And it's super cute, but yeah.
Do we have a picture of the whole thing or just them snuggling?
Probably just them snuggling underneath it, but it's a pretty good. And then it's got that real soft gray minky backing, and they just love it.
Oh yeah, the kids are obsessed with that soft minky.
Yeah. So
I think I would probably like sweat to death underneath it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, but
the kids love it.
He knew it was finished, and there was no way I was gonna keep it from him till we filmed. So, and then this is for baby Ben. His dinosaur quilt is fully finished.
Of course, we'll do a full picture of this, but oh my gosh.
Yeah. And then on the back side, I did kind of a line print, and I told Andy and Charlie they could use it as roads for their cars to drive their cars on.
This is an Elizabeth Hartman pattern, right?
Yes.
Is it just called Dinosaurs?
Yeah.
And so they have some different layouts. So this is the baby quilt, baby sized layout that Mom did. And it's all traditional piece. There's no like paper piecing or specialty stuff. It's just all normal patchwork.
Right. There's probably 60 or 70 pieces per dinosaur. Not in the whole thing, but per dinosaur. You know? So
each block took a while, huh?
Each block takes, well, once you get it all cut out and get going, it's not bad. But some of them are 1 inch by 1 inch square pieces. So yeah, you know, and there's a lot of ripping out and probably some parsing, but you know, it turned out beautiful.
It did. It's so amazing, and I love the blue binding on it. So cute.
Yeah, and these were all fabrics from my stash. I didn't buy any of this fabric. It was all leftovers.
Oh yeah, I know. I think when you were here last showing off the quilt top, we pointed out like which
where they
fabrics were from which baby's quilts, because Mom is the queen of reuse.
Hey.
It works for me because I overbuy and then I just, you know.
And I take the leftovers.
And then she takes the leftovers and makes awesome stuff out of it. So, okay, what else do we have? Oh, I have a little bit of happy mail that I want to share with you guys. Do you want to hand me that stack right there? Okay, so Amanda had reached out to me and was like, oh, I have a gift. Do you mind if I send you something? And I was like, okay, sure. Well, Amanda sent me these amazing things that she makes. She has an Etsy shop. And she said, I'm going to show it to you. She showed me 2 of these. So I'm going to keep one off to the side because we have the 50th episode 1-year anniversary special next week. So there's going to be some fun giveaways, including one of what I'm about to show you, although I'm not going to show you what it looks like because it's different. But she sent me this awesome little, she didn't tell me what she calls them. I should look it up. But it's, she does tell me, sorry. Sorry, Amanda. It's called a cross stitch clutch. And so on this side, first off, you know it's my favorite, Lori Holt fabrics, which is amazing. And it has this little zipper clear pouch to put like your threads or scissors or like little notions and stuff in. And then you unsnap it. And the inside is this like cotton batting, wool felt type inside to lay like your threads down so they don't like fly away. So like if you only have to do a few stitches and then you want to save the piece of thread, you just set it in here and it sticks to the thing, and then you can close it up and like all your little threads and stuff. Yeah, isn't that so cute? So, and then look at the little scissor fob. Or the zipper pull that has scissors on it. And so her company, she has a little Etsy shop called Starlight Stitching Company, and I'm going to link that down in the description box if you want to go check these out. They're so cute. And so then there's like a little place to tuck your needle. So basically just like throw your threads in here that you want to save, you know, as you're working, because some people like to pull off like a whole 6-strand length of floss. I tend to do like 1 thread at a time from my thread drops, but I don't know how you do it. If you pull off and then you just separate them. And
I usually cut the DMC. That's usually what I work with. I pull 2 times and cut it because that's about as long as the thread will
But then what do you do with the like 4 strands that you're not using?
I tie them in a knot around the DMC floss thing.
But I'm just thinking like, you know, because like with the way,
that would be great to do that.
Because then you can like lay them on here. I don't know. I just thought this was super cool and clever. And it's just super well made. And I love the snaps. They feel totally like sturdy. Like I'm not worried I'm gonna like, sometimes when I install snaps, I feel like I'm gonna rip the whole project trying to open a snap. Because I'm not good at snaps. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like when you're like, okay, open it gently. This I don't feel like I have to be gentle with. So Amanda, great job.
That's
and
awesome.
So she sent me one to give away that's super cute, and I'll show you that next week. I forgot to talk at the start of the video that tomorrow, July 5th, is, oh wait, I never even addressed that it's 4th of July either.
No, you didn't, but that's okay.
Anyways, more important than July 4th is that, tomorrow it's my 1-year Flosstube anniversary. Yay! I can't believe I did it to begin with, because I was so nervous about making a video and putting it on the internet. I can't believe anyone watched it. I can't believe 9,850 of you now watch this. And I can't believe I made it a year. So that year is officially tomorrow. So I'm going to celebrate next week in my big 50th episode spectacular. That's what I'm calling it.
There you go.
And I have a lot of fun giveaways, including Carla from Cobweb Corner sent me a package this week with some charts. So I'm going to include those next week. I have some other charts people have sent that I have been holding on to. So I'm going to make some little like prize bundles, I think. And I have some like highlights from the past year. And I don't know, I need to like write out my full outline, but I have some things planned for next week that I'm very excited about. So make sure you come back for that. I don't think I bought anything this week except, well, I forgot to show you these guys a couple of weeks ago, but I bought some charm packs from Lori Holt's Be Basics line, which has kind of like all of her different kind of basics. And then I bought a charm pack of Flea Market, which is my fave, because I have that quilt for Allison that I want to make that that is like patchwork squares and then the baby's name across the top. I think I showed, did I not show it to you? I know I did. I sent a video over text. Yeah. But I bought these charm packs because the quilt calls for 5-inch squares on the main part of the quilt, and then across the top is like a header where you do like a picture block and then a baby's name and a picture block. And so anyways, I bought charm packs because then I don't have to cut a bunch of 5-inch squares. And I have a fun big variety of fabrics. So I'm going to pick out some of the less florally ones, but more of the like just, you know, just like primary, you know, the Lori Holt colors, and do a fun baby quilt with a lot of these. And what else? I don't think I bought anything else. Oh, I was going to show you these in person. I don't know if you saw these in my last video.
I did, and I meant to tell you I would love one of these.
Yeah. I showed you guys these last week that I got in Happy Mail. I think from Jeannie, who had also sent some giveaway stuff. Thank you. That'll be for next week as well. But she sent these awesome little stand organizer things. So, yeah. So anyways, Mom,
I have lots of scraps to make this with. I love those little clips.
I know. Do you have some of those now?
I do.
Yeah, they're the best. Yeah. I never pin. I only use those clips now. The Wonder Clips.
The Wonder Clips, yeah.
Yeah, highly recommend. Okay, well, I think we've made it through everything. I think. I hope everyone's having a good 4th of July, by the way. It's been a really rainy, not summery weekend here, so I feel like no one's doing anything for 4th of July, right? Like it's like you can't really plan anything because it's raining off and on every day. It's gray, so we're not.
I'm just glad we got our swim in early on Friday.
I know. My mom and dad came over on Friday afternoon and I still had to work, so I couldn't join them, and they swam. And then the second I shut my laptop and was done with work, pouring down rain, and I was like, come on. I want to get in the pool.
It was so nice. Thank you for letting us come over.
Of course, but I'm just hoping maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Every day is showing rain for the next few days, so.
Yeah.
But at least we have tomorrow off. Do you have tomorrow off?
Yeah.
So I'll just stitch all day and quilt all day. I need to make a baby quilt tomorrow. Don't let me forget.
Oh, and I noticed one of your viewers left a comment wanting to know if I was going to sew Elizabeth's wedding dress for her. No, sorry. I made my own. She's on the hook for her own. So,
and I'm not making it. I saw people that are like, "Oh, are you going to quilt your wedding dress?" Absolutely not. No, I do need to. I actually was going to go just to David's bridal just to try stuff on for fun. We need to do that sometime.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I do have the tiara that your sisters wore in their wedding for you.
They both wore tiaras?
Yeah.
I remember Mel, but I don't remember Allison wearing a tiara.
Yeah, it was attached to my veil.
Oh.
I took my veil off of the rosebud headband that I had worn with it, and so it's still attached.
Do you still have the headband?
The rosebud headband? Yes. I don't think I do.
Okay.
Yeah, it's yellowed and
okay.
I mean, it's only 40.
Did you make it?
Yeah.
Oh, let's make a new one.
Yeah.
Welcome to wedding talk. I was gonna tell you guys because a lot of people commented like, "Oh, share the wedding stuff. Share the wedding stuff." We have planned nothing. We don't know what we want to do.
That's okay.
I know.
You have time.
I know we do, but I'm just like paralyzed with too many options. I think right now I'm like, Do we want Elvis? Do we want like a minister? I don't know. There's too many options, but eventually when I have something planned or have stuff I'm working on for the wedding, I will share it. I completely forgot, but I was gonna open the video with being like, I have big news for you, and pretend that I was just telling you for the first time.
Oh, sorry, that cat's out of the bag.
Like I could have waited 2 weeks to share.
Like I didn't watch your video last week.
Oh yeah. Mom missed a video for the first time in weeks. She was very upset. Anyways, I think that's all we have for today. So happy 4th of July. I hope everybody has a great week, and I'll see you next week for the big 1-year anniversary party. Woohoo! Woo! Bye!
Bye.